So today we are here at Zambani and we are at Kilimambogo forest where we have been doing tree reforestation under the project Ecosia. We as Rodi have been helping the community to do reforestation by planting of trees, seedlings that is, and the recent tree new technology that we came to train people on foxholes. So we have one of the members and one of the trainers who train people on foxholes and also help the people in Zambani to set up the foxholes. Her name is Esther. She'll be able to guide you on more as we talk more about this topic. Esther?
Yes. My name's Esther Ndinda. Yeah, I work in this park as one member of the Rodi Kenya. And for now we are doing the foxhole forests. We are using that method to plant more trees. That is, we just want the area to have more forest to gain the forest at large and just to retain the forest that it was in the beginning.
So Esther, you have used many ways to plant trees in Zambani, in the Kilimambogo Hill forest. And first you started by planting of seedlings. What was the challenge that made you shift from the seedlings to the foxholes?
Yeah, planting one seedling after the other, it's more expensive because you have to buy more trees so that you can make a large area of a forest compared to foxhole that you just use more seeds and you plant them in a small area. Yeah.
So foxhole is more economical than planting of the seedlings?
Yeah.
So can you take us through the process of preparing the foxhole and how it's done, at least so that we can be able to have enlightenment on whatever is done to create the foxhole?
Okay. First you have to identify the place that you want to do the foxhole. After identifying the place, you make sure that there is no trees that will be affected. So you look a place where there is no trees. After identifying, you have to measure the area. The area of the foxhole is 10 meters diameter. And after measuring, you go around measuring a radius of 5 meters. After that, you have to cut the big grasses, all the trees, the unwanted one, the unwanted things that have grown there. After cutting them, you have to dig the place. Then after digging, you make a furrow round the foxhole. Then after making the furrow, it makes the area, the foxhole, to be raised up so that when it rains, the water will not pass through the foxhole to make sure that the seeds are not carried away, all the soil. Then after digging, you have to mix the soil with the manure. After mixing them, you put different species of seeds, thousands of them. You mix them together, then you put them, then you cover. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that a foxhole can hold many tree species.
Yeah.
And why would you plant many species of trees in one place instead of having like a specific species of tree?
This helps the forest to grow with different trees. A forest cannot have one type of tree. So we mix them to get more species and to gain a forest more than making one species.
Okay, you have said about identification of the area.
Yeah.
For example, like here we are seated right now.
Yeah.
As you can see, it is a place where there is a lot of glass and a lot of stones. So how do you, if you chose this area, how long would it take you to set up this area for a foxhole? And there is something that you have said about the measurements of the foxholes also. Why have you chosen 10 meters diameter?
Yeah, a 10-meter diameter, that's a big a circle that will serve the area and that will have more trees. So we usually use those 10 meters because it's somehow a big area. And where we are seated, if you choose this area, you have first to remove the stones, you put them aside, and then you cut the big grass, and then you start digging.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it more laborious than the other method of planting seedlings?
Yeah, because you see, planting one species after the other, you have to dig a hole, you make one seed to the other, you just make 1 meter to 2 meters difference, you dig another hole. But in this foxhole, you have to make them together, you put the seeds, you sow the seeds around, so the seeds will emerge as a forest. But compared to the other one, the seedlings may dry up, so you need to replace them as much as they have dried.
And since you started this reforestation process,
Yeah.
what has been the benefit for this area in Kilimambogo, where people maybe people are able to maybe get income or such things from the forest, or also increase in water or something like that? So can you just explain the advantage that you've gained from the reforestation process and what's new that has come because of the forest?
Okay, before we started the reforestation, the area was dry. There were no grasses. It was just a dry area. And we have started planting the trees. Now that you can see the grass are big, and we have streams that have emerged from nowhere, so the community benefit from the water. And also the climate has changed. We had low rains, but now at least the rain is enough, and we have more trees, and the area have changed as compared the other time, the recent time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what disadvantages are you facing with your foxholes? It's a new technology that has not been embraced elsewhere in Kenya at the moment, because I've only seen it in Madagascar. And what are the challenges that you're facing, you as the first people who are trying to implement this new technology in Kenya?
I think the challenge is that the work is tiresome, because you can imagine removing the stones, some are large, and also cutting the grasses. It's not something that it's easy. It's easy. You just have to work and get tired so that you can make that area. You can imagine this area, making it as a garden, to look like a garden, so that you can have your foxhole. It's somehow tiresome.
And in ways like information, where are you getting information, or is it also a challenge? So the information that you have, is it the same as the people in Madagascar on the foxholes, or what? Or where do you get information from?
The information we got it from Rodi Kenya, but we are trying to work so that we can be like Madagascar. We are trying. So the method is not such clear to us, but we are trying. We think by the time we are doing it, we are practicing it, it will be easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, talking about Kilimambogo,
Yes.
and the past, we know that earlier on there were people who had settled in the forest. They were redirected out of the forest back to the other. They were removed from the forest. Now, you, as the people who are right now doing the reforestation, are you facing any kind of conflict with the community, or they accepted the process and joined you in the process?
Yeah, We have some, those who do not understand about this reforestation we are doing. They think that they own the park. But to those who understand it, they try to help us. But there is always conflict between the KWS and the people when it comes to grazing. Many people need to graze in the land, but it's restricted. So like for now, they have started fencing the park, so there is no entrance, no trespassing into the park. So the conflict is there between people and us, but we are trying to educate them.
And is there a conflict between you and the animals? Because as I understand, there's some animals who have come back to the park because the park has come back.
Yeah, we have buffaloes that mostly make us just to be fearful when we are working in the area, because not all the times that we have a ranger to protect us. Sometimes we are alone, and also the snakes are there. We have numerous animals, and we try to work with the KWS to help us. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So as you have heard from her, the foxhole is a new technology in Kenya, which is being used to return the forest. As you can see around, we are just seeing grasses around, and we want to return the forest the way it was.
Yeah.
Kilimambogo was a very big forest before the deforestation, but right now we are reforesting the trees. We had used, earlier on we had worked using the seedlings, but it was taking time to bring the forest back together, because also in this area it's prone to forest fires, and they spread very fast because of the grass. But hoping that the foxholes will work well as they have worked in Madagascar, and we have also seen them grow here. At least we have some progress with them, so hoping to see more. Esther, are we hoping to see better results or what?
Yeah, in the next 2 to 3 years, we shall have a change and we shall have more foxholes. For now, I'm aiming at getting 50 of them, but after 2 to 3 years, we shall have many of them.
Currently, how many foxholes do you have?
We have 40.
40 foxholes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.